In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 facts about Monster Hunter. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. World presents a real, breathing ecosystem in which players assume the role of a hunter tasked with tracking down and slaying fearsome animals in heart-pounding encounters that take place across vast, ever-changing terrain. In a newly developed online drop-in multiplayer system that permits cross-region cooperative play between Japan and the West for the first time ever, go on quests alone or with up to 3 hunters. The game now has even more quests, monsters, and gear thanks to this massive update. Here's a list of the about top 10 facts about Monster Hunter. Let's start. Number 10. Upcoming movie. When a video game film is announced, the first reaction is usually a shrug. For one thing, video game movies are constantly announced but rarely released. Second, if they do emerge, they will very certainly be crap. However, despite its flaws, Detective Pikachu was a good video game film, so there is hope for Monster Hunter. And this isn't a rumor either. The film is planned to be released in 2020, and there are even images from the shoot available online. Number 9. Monster Hunter Hunting Card. You can't get enough Monster Hunter, but you don't want to play any game that doesn't include the word world. Then have a look at the card game. So, look for the card game, because it's a little out of the way right now. Monster Hunter Hunting Card appeared in 2008, with either the best or worst title imaginable. Unfortunately, the series is still only available in Japan. It isn't a difficult game to learn thanks to internet translators, and the fact that each card has a number on it. Number 8. Monster Hunter Stories. Monster Hunter Stories is another excellent choice for the casual gamer. Unlike the main series Monster Hunting, hack-and-slash action, this 3DS spin-off is essentially Pokémon. Throughout a high-flying journey, players will capture creatures, known as monsties, and utilize them to attack other monsties. It also features a lovely cel-shaded art style. Advice: only buy it if you already own a new 3DS. It loads much more quickly. As an added bonus, there is an anime based on it. Number 7. Amiibo Exclusives. Monster Hunter Stories contains exclusive amiibo that were never released in the West. These are the only amiibo that have never been taken out of Japan. There was also Box Boy, although it's absurd to believe Japan possesses rare items. They could also be the best amiibo available. There are 6 toys, each of which unlocks a particular egg that hatches into a rare monstie. They work with the English version of the game, which makes this exclusion even stranger. Number 6. Sales numbers. Despite the fact that Monster Hunter is one of the most popular games on the PSP, and is likely one of the causes for its success, the highest entry prior to Monster Hunter World was just 4 million units. They all have a population of 1 to 4 million people on average. Well, it's exceedingly low when compared to the most recent submission, which had about 12 million votes as of this writing. Not only that, but it appears to be Capcom's best-selling single version of a game ever. Number 5. Monster Hunter Spirits. It may come as a surprise, but Monster Hunter Spirits is a Japanese arcade game based on the franchise. It's also unlikely to be what people assume, considering it's a card game. Players may, for example, purchase packs outside of the arcade to use on the machine, which then kept track of their progress. For a card game, it appears to be quite complex. Isn't it a whole lot more fun to wield a massive arcade sword? Japan, on the other hand, is known for its arcades and sophisticated card games. Number 4. Monster Hunter: The Real. The Real was a ride that ran for nearly half a year in Universal Studios Japan in 2017. Handmade statues of several of the series' most iconic monsters were on display, as well as an augmented reality game in which players could realistically fight creatures in real life, similar to a crazier version of Pokémon Go. Although the show is currently closed and hence unavailable to see, there are a number of YouTube films that investigate the exhibit. Number 3. Monster Hunter Generation Scrapped Weapons. What would a video game be if it didn't have abandoned concepts? Cut weapons, for example, have been included in a number of Monster Hunter art books. The Falconer class, for example, seem to use falcons as sort of a partner, similar to the charming feline companions. A class, or weapon, called the Hunting Hound, which added a feral dog companion, was similar to this. Both of these concepts have yet to be implemented in a video game. That sounds like a terrific spin-off featuring only hunters with animal classes, especially since Capcom has experimented with the notion of at least 2 more animal companions. In some ways, Monster Hunter Stories is similar to that. Number 2. Missing games. Despite the fact that Monster Hunter never made a large mark outside of Japan, until Monster Hunter World, Capcom localized the majority of the games. There are, however, some Japanese-only items. Monster Hunter 2 was released in 2006 for the PlayStation 2. Monster Hunter Frontier Online, along with its sequels Monster Hunter, Frontier G and Monster Hunter Online, was released in 2007 for the PC. Monster Hunter Diary Poka Poka Eru Village, and Monster Hunter Explore are 2 of the Stranger portable spin-offs. Number 1. The appeal of world. Here's a question about Monster Hunter World, which is the 5th main game in the series. Capcom could have called it Monster Hunter 5, but they didn't. In certain ways, they did it for the other main entrants. Despite the fact that World is still considered a mainline title, Capcom intended it to appear as a reboot in order to appeal to a wider audience of Westerners. That is to say, the title Monster Hunter the 5th of May have scared off some potential newbies. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.